Thomas's Turf Tips. I have my friend here, Bryan, and Amber is behind the camera. These two nice people are from California with no lawn experience. So Bryan, tell me a little bit about your experience with lawns in California.
So in California, we would hire out. It was much more affordable there, lawn care, and now we're out here, and I kind of got talked into doing it myself. I was a little envious of the lawn, so recently bought a mower, and we're about 2 weeks into mowing, and I kind of need some help.
Okay, so show me your concerns. Let's walk around the lawn here and let's check it out.
So concerns are we have a lot of weeds,
Okay.
and the grass seems to be dead.
Okay. All right. So I remember Amber's first question to me was, "Is my lawn dead?" So you guys moved in the October.
Yes,
range?
early October.
Okay. All right. So at that point, the sod is dormant, and now it's almost April. Still dormant, although we see some areas where it's coming out of dormancy. So when we first got here, when I first visited, this sod wasn't even tacked down.
Yes, that's
Okay.
true.
So now you've got a lot of weeds. You're concerned about the weeds, right?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing that we need to keep in mind on new sod, before it's tacked down, it's still under some amount of stress. So one thing is we probably don't want to put down any herbicides at this point in time. It's going to be stressful to the lawn as well. Even though if a herbicide says it's safe for Bermuda, this is what you have, it's still going to put it under some stress. So we'll have to we're going to play the long game here.
All right. Okay.
So it's going to take probably a full season for us to get it looking right. Okay, so also I asked Amber to do a soil test.
Yes.
So let's take a look at that. First thing we're going to look at is the soil pH. So
Okay.
it is at 5.5. So what that means is, well, that's going to be out of range. That's out of the comfortable environment for Bermuda and most other grasses. So for Bermuda, we want it around 6 to 7 pH. So it is a little acidic. So we have planned ahead, and we've got some lime to make that correction. So we've got 80 pounds for a 4,000 square foot lawn. So we're going to be putting down 20 pounds per 1,000 square feet. All right, so I've got a broadcast spreader here that I brought for you to try out. Have you ever used one before?
I have not used one like this, but I've used like a little hand crank one before.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right, perfect. So you know the concept. So we've got the little expeller there, okay, or impeller. I'm not sure which one you call it, but that's just slinging out the product. Same with the hand crank one. And then we've got the holes here that the product's falling through onto the impeller.
So that controls how much we.
Yep, that's right. So we've got 80 pounds to spread here. You're not going to want to use a hand crank.
No,
you'd be
that would
pretty sore after that. So
it would take forever.
So we've got the holes that open and close with this lever here. And so first thing we've got to do is figure out, okay, how big of a hole do we want to have when we're spreading this out? I don't think we want to have this large of a hole, because you're going to sling out a lot of product all at once. So you can calibrate these spreaders, but it's according to every product that you spread. And so what you'll find in some of these, like fertilizers, especially for like the common spreaders, it'll have a setting that you can use and say, okay, if you want to spread this Scotch product, put it on setting 5.
Wow.
Okay. But my spreader doesn't have that, so I've had to just, through experience and through that calibration, figure out what I need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to wing it, we're going to guess.
Perfect.
It's not a big deal with lime to do that.
Okay.
It would be a big deal on some other products, but not this. We'll be okay. So we're going to guess at this, and we'll probably going to guess light, so we might have to do multiple passes. But
Not a big deal.
that'll be better than running out of product, all the product in the backyard, and not having anything to put on the front.
Copy that.
All right, so let's figure this out. We're going to take a guess here. Here's my little setting here on how you set how far it opens. Let's do something like that and set it there. So when you close it up, we'll do this, close it off, and then you pull it back and it'll go to the set point every time.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, and we want to close when we dump it in there because then it'll just pour out of the bottom.
Correct. All right, so let's do that. Let's open up this bag. This should be sized perfectly for that 40-pound bag there.
Oh, the whole bag goes in?
Yep,
Cool.
Put it all in. Okay, so what Bryan bought was the pelletized lime. We do not want to get the lime that has not been pelletized. It's just a powder like. That would make a big mess, and Bryan would look like he's been working in the bakery. So what did we accomplish today? We put down lime.
Yep.
So now your pH is going to be adjusted, we hope.
I hope so.
We'll test that in a few months just to make sure that we're right. I think you'll be better.
Okay.
So we're going to leave the weeds alone right now. But once the grass comes out of dormancy and starts getting tacked down really good, then we'll put some herbicide on there. Take care of the weeds. You're going to continue to cut closely because weeds, we want a low height of cut. Bermuda loves that, and weeds don't.
Okay.
Most weeds do not like to be cut low, so that's going to help you
So like
control the weeds too.
how low should I be cutting?
Okay, so
It's pretty bumpy.
you can cut as low as the grass can take it.
Okay.
The problem will be is that you, with your bumps, you're
Yeah.
going to have some scalping. So
Yeah.
experiment with your mower. Try to go.
So I think I probably got it right around 2 inches right now.
Okay. That's good. That's on the high side of what Bermuda likes. It's 1 to 2 inches.
Okay.
But that's good. That's good. If you can go lower without scalping, try it. Try that.
I definitely scalped a little
All
bit.
right. So that's where the cable company came in. We've got some ruts there.
Yeah.
We can also fix that later on with some sand.
Oh, okay.
And
The beaching technique?
Yes, we will. Exactly. That may be so deep that we don't want to use sand. We might want to put some topsoil in there
Okay.
first because it's fairly deep.
It's
So
bumpy too.
so the May time frame is when we're going to start growing, and then we can start the next part of the plant.
Perfect.
Okay, Bryan and Amber, hope you enjoyed and learned a lot today. I'll see
Absolutely.
you back in May.
Perfect. Thanks for having me on the channel, Thomas.
Yes,
and
sir.
everybody else, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
All right.